पिछले एक वर्ष में मीडियन मोबाइल ब्रॉडबैंड उसकी स्पीड करीब करीब 3 गुना बढ़ गई है। मोबाइल ब्रॉडबैंड स्पीड के मामले में भारत एक समय था 118 से हम वहां पर अटके पड़े थे, आज 43rd पोजीशन पर पहुंच गए हैं। हम न सिर्फ भारत में तेजी से 5G का विस्तार कर रहे हैं, बल्कि 6G के क्षेत्र में भी लीडर बनने की दिशा में बढ़ रहे हैं। हमारे यहां 2G के समय क्या हुआ था, शायद नई पीढ़ी को पता नहीं होगा, लेकिन मैं इसका वर्णन नहीं करूंगा, वरना शायद मीडिया वाले उसी बात को पकड़ेंगे और किसी चीज को बताएंगे नहीं। लेकिन ये जरूर कहूंगा कि हमारे कालखंड में 4G का विस्तार हुआ, लेकिन एक दाग भी नहीं लगा है। मुझे विश्वास है कब 6G में भारत दुनिया को लीड करेगा। और साथियों, इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी और स्पीड में सुधार सिर्फ रैंकिंग और नंबर से ही नहीं होते। इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी और स्पीड में सुधार ईज ऑफ लिविंग को भी बढ़ा देते हैं। जब इंटरनेट स्पीड बढ़ती है तो स्टूडेंट को अपने टीचर से ऑनलाइन कनेक्ट होने में और आसानी हो जाती है। जब इंटरनेट स्पीड बढ़ती है तो अपने डॉक्टर से टेलीमेडिसिन के लिए कनेक्ट करते वक्त मरीज को सीमलेस एक्सपीरियंस होता है। जब इंटरनेट स्पीड बढ़ती है तो टूरिस्ट को किसी लोकेशन तलाशने के लिए मैप्स का इस्तेमाल करने की परेशानी नहीं आती। जब इंटरनेट स्पीड बढ़ती है तो किसान और आसानी से खेती की नई टेक्निक को सीख पाता है, समझ पाता है। कनेक्टिविटी की स्पीड और अवेलेबिलिटी सोशल और इकोनॉमिक दोनों ही रूप से बड़ा परिवर्तन करते हैं। साथियों, हम हर क्षेत्र में पावर ऑफ डेमोक्रेटाइजेशन पर विश्वास करते हैं। भारत में विकास का लाभ हर वर्ग, हर क्षेत्र तक पहुंचे। भारत में संसाधनों का सभी को लाभ मिले, सभी को सम्मानजनक जीवन मिले और सभी तक टेक्नोलॉजी का फायदा पहुंचे। इस दिशा में हम तेजी से काम कर रहे हैं और मेरे लिए यही सबसे बड़ा सामाजिक न्याय है। नागरिकों के लिए एक्सेस टू कैपिटल, एक्सेस टू रिसोर्सेज एंड एक्सेस टू टेक्नोलॉजी हमारी सरकार की प्राथमिकता है। चाहे वो मुद्रा योजना के तहत कोलेटरल फ्री लोन्स की बात हो, या स्वच्छ भारत के टॉयलेट्स की, या जेम ट्रिनिटी से होने वाले डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफर की, इन सभी में एक बात कॉमन है। ये देश के सामान्य नागरिक को वो अधिकार दिला रहे हैं जो उसे पहले मिलने मुश्किल थे। और निश्चित तौर पर इसमें टेलीकॉम टेक्नोलॉजी ने बड़ी भूमिका निभाई है। भारत नेट प्रोजेक्ट ने अब तक करीब 2 लाख ग्राम पंचायतों को ब्रॉडबैंड कनेक्टिविटी से जोड़ा है। हमारी अटल टिंकरिंग लैब्स के पीछे भी यही थॉट है। 10,000 लैब्स के जरिए हम करीब 75 लाख बच्चों को कटिंग एज टेक्नोलॉजी से जोड़ पाए हैं। मुझे विश्वास है कि एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस में 100 5G यूज केस लैब्स शुरू होने के आज के अभियान से भी ऐसा ही एक व्याप बढ़ने वाला है। नई पीढ़ी को जोड़ने का एक बहुत बड़ा इनिशिएटिव है ये। किसी भी क्षेत्र से हमारे युवा जितना अधिक जुड़ेंगे, उस क्षेत्र के विकास की संभावना और उस व्यक्ति के विकास की संभावना उतनी ही अधिक होगी। ये लैब्स भारत के युवाओं को बड़े सपने देखने और उन्हें हासिल करने का विश्वास जगाती है। और मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि हमारे युवा अपनी एनर्जी, अपने एंथुजियाज्म और अपनी स्पिरिट ऑफ एंटरप्राइज से मैं पक्का मानता हूं आपको सरप्राइज कर सकते हैं। कई बार वो किसी पर्टिकुलर टेक्नोलॉजी से ऐसे ऐसे काम करेंगे जिनके बारे में उस टेक्नोलॉजी को बनाने वालों ने भी नहीं सोचा होगा। इसलिए मैं अभी कुछ दिन पहले एक वीडियो देख रहा था। हमारे देश के लोगों की सोच कैसी है, और ड्रोन का ये भी उपयोग हो सकता है। हनुमान जी को इस रामायण के जो मंचन हो रहा था ना, तो हनुमान जी को जड़ी बूटी लेने के लिए जाना था, तो उन्होंने ड्रोन पर हनुमान जी को भेजा। इसलिए ये अभियान हमारे नौजवानों में इनोवेशन कल्चर को बढ़ावा देने की दिशा में एक स्वागत योग्य कदम है। फ्रेंड्स, बीते कुछ वर्षों में भारत की सबसे महत्वपूर्ण सक्सेस स्टोरीज में हमारा स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम भी एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण स्थान ले चुका है। क्यों यहां स्टार्टअप वाले क्या कर रहे हैं? बहुत कम समय में हमने यूनिकॉर्न्स की सेंचुरी लगाई है और हम दुनिया के टॉप 3 स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम में से एक बने हैं। - 2014 में हमारे पास, मैं 2014 क्यों कह रहा हूं पता है ना? वो तारीख नहीं है, एक बदलाव है। - 2014 के पहले भारत के पास कुछ 100 स्टार्टअप थे, कुछ 100, लेकिन अब ये संख्या 1 लाख के आसपास पहुंच गई है। ये भी बेहद अच्छा है कि स्टार्टअप को मेंटर और एनकरेज करने के लिए इंडिया मोबाइल कांग्रेस ने एस्पायर प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत की है। मुझे विश्वास है कि आपका ये कदम भारत के युवाओं की बहुत मदद करेगा। लेकिन साथियों, इस पड़ाव पर हमें ये भी याद रखना होगा कि हम कितना दूर आए हैं और इतना दूर किन परिस्थितियों के बाद आए हैं। आप 10-12 साल पहले के मोबाइल फोन्स को याद करिए। तब आउटडेटेड फोन की स्क्रीन घड़ी घड़ी हैंग हो जाती थी। ऐसा ही होता था ना? जरा बताइए ना। चाहे आप स्क्रीन को कितना भी स्वाइप कर लें, चाहे जितने भी बटन दबा लें, असर कुछ होता ही नहीं था। बराबर है ना? और ऐसी ही स्थिति उस समय सरकार की भी थी। उस समय भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था का या कहें या तब की सरकार ही हैंग हो गए वाले मोड में थी। और हालत तो इतना बिगड़ चुका था, रीस्टार्ट करने से कोई फायदा नहीं था। बैटरी चार्ज करने से भी फायदा नहीं था, बैटरी बदलने से भी फायदा नहीं था। 2014 में लोगों ने ऐसे आउटडेटेड फोन को छोड़ दिया और अब हमें सेवा करने का अवसर दिया। इस बदलाव से क्या हुआ वो भी साफ दिखता है। उस समय हम मोबाइल फोन्स के इंपोर्टर थे, आज हम मोबाइल फोन के एक्सपोर्टर है। तब मोबाइल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में हमारी प्रेजेंस ना के बराबर थी, लेकिन आज हम दुनिया के दूसरे सबसे बड़े मोबाइल मैन्युफैक्चरर है। तब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के लिए कोई क्लियर विजन नहीं था। आज हम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में करीब 2 लाख करोड़ रुपए का एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। आपने देखा है कि गूगल ने भी हाल ही में ये घोषणा की है कि वो अपने पिक्सल फोन्स भारत में बनाएगा। सैमसंग के फोल्ड 5 और एप्पल के आईफोन 15 पहले ही भारत में बनना शुरू हो गया है। आज हम सबको इस पर गर्व है कि पूरी दुनिया मेड इन इंडिया फोन्स का इस्तेमाल कर रही है। साथियों, आज जरूरत है कि हम मोबाइल और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में अपनी सफलता को और आगे बढ़ाएं। टेक इकोसिस्टम में हार्डवेयर और सॉफ्टवेयर दोनों की सफलता के लिए जरूरी है कि हम भारत में स्ट्रांग सेमीकंडक्टर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर का निर्माण करें। सेमीकंडक्टर्स के डेवलपमेंट के लिए सरकार ने पहले ही करीब 80,000 करोड़ रुपीस की पीएलआई स्कीम चलाई है। आज विश्व भर की सेमीकंडक्टर कंपनियां भारतीय कंपनियों के साथ मिलकर सेमीकंडक्टर असेंबली और टेस्टिंग फैसिलिटीज में इन्वेस्ट करना शुरू कर दिया है। भारत का सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन सिर्फ अपनी डोमेस्टिक डिमांड ही नहीं, दुनिया की जरूरत पूरी करने के विजन पर आगे बढ़ रहा है। साथियों, विकासशील देश से विकसित देश होने के सफर को अगर कोई और तेज करता है तो वो है टेक्नोलॉजी। हम देश के विकास के लिए जितना ज्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल करेंगे, उतना ही विकसित होने की दिशा में आगे बढ़ेंगे। डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी में हम ऐसा होता हुआ देख रहे हैं जहां भारत किसी भी विकसित देश से पीछे नहीं है। ऐसे ही हर सेक्टर में बदलाव लाने के लिए हम उसे टेक्नोलॉजी से जोड़ रहे हैं। हम सेक्टर्स के हिसाब से अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म्स बना रहे हैं। लॉजिस्टिक्स के लिए पीएम गति शक्ति नेशनल मास्टर प्लान, हेल्थ केयर के लिए नेशनल हेल्थ मिशन, एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर के लिए एग्री स्टैक, ऐसे अनेक प्लेटफॉर्म बनाए गए हैं। साइंटिफिक रिसर्च क्वांटम मिशन और नेशनल रिसर्च फाउंडेशन में भी सरकार बड़े पैमाने पर इन्वेस्ट कर रही है। हम इंडिजीनियस डिजाइन एंड टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलपमेंट को भी लगातार प्रमोट कर रहे हैं। मुझे जानकर भी खुशी हुई कि इंटरनेशनल टेलीकॉम यूनियन और इंडिया मोबाइल कांग्रेस साथ मिलकर इनोवेशन एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप फॉर एसडीजीज विषय पर एक इवेंट कर रहे हैं। साथियों, इन सारे प्रयासों के बीच एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है जिसकी तरफ मैं आपका ध्यान ले जाना चाहता हूं। ये एस्पेक्ट है साइबर सिक्योरिटी और सिक्योरिटी ऑफ नेटवर्क इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का। आप सभी ये जानते हैं कि साइबर सिक्योरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी का क्या है और इसके क्या दुष्परिणाम हो सकते हैं। G20 समिट में भी इसी भारत मंडपम में साइबर सिक्योरिटी के ग्लोबल थ्रेट्स पर गंभीर चर्चा हुई। साइबर सिक्योरिटी के लिए पूरी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग वैल्यू चेन में आत्मनिर्भरता बहुत जरूरी है, चाहे हार्डवेयर हो, सॉफ्टवेयर हो या कनेक्टिविटी। जब हमारी वैल्यू चेन का सब कुछ हमारे नेशनल डोमेन में होगा तो हमें इसे सिक्योर रखने में भी आसानी होगी। इसलिए आज इस मोबाइल कांग्रेस में ये चर्चा भी आवश्यक है कि हम ट्रबल मेकर से दुनिया की डेमोक्रेटिक सोसाइटी को कैसे सुरक्षित बनाएं। साथियों, लंबे वक्त तक भारत ने टेक्नोलॉजी की कई बसेस मिस कर दी है। इसके बाद वो समय भी आया जब हमने ऑलरेडी डेवलप्ड टेक्नोलॉजीज में अपना टैलेंट दिखाया। हमें हमारी आईटी सर्विस इंडस्ट्री के, उसने भी उसको अभी बढ़ाने के लिए भरपूर जो प्रयास हुआ है। लेकिन अब 21वीं सदी का ये कालखंड भारत की थॉट लीडरशिप का समय है। और मैं यहां बैठे हुए सबको और ये जो 100 लैब्स मतलब के उद्घाटन में बैठे हुए नौजवानों को कह रहा हूं, और विश्वास कीजिए दोस्तों, जब मैं कोई बात कहता हूं तो गारंटी से कम नहीं होती है। और इसीलिए मैं थॉट लीडर्स वाली बात कर रहा हूं। थॉट लीडर्स एक नए डायमेंशन बना सकते हैं जिसे बाद में दुनिया फॉलो करे। हम कुछ डोमेन्स में थॉट लीडर बने भी हैं, जैसे यूपीआई हमारी थॉट लीडरशिप का परिणाम है, जो आज डिजिटल पेमेंट सिस्टम में पूरी दुनिया का नेतृत्व कर रहा है। इवन कोविड के समय हमने कोविन का जो इनिशिएटिव लिया था, आज भी विश्व उसकी चर्चा करता है। ऐसा वक्त है कि हमें टेक्नोलॉजी के एक्सेलेंट एडॉप्टर और इम्प्लीमेंटर्स के साथ साथ टेक्नोलॉजी का थॉट लीडर भी बनना ही होगा। भारत के पास यंग डेमोग्राफी की ताकत है, वाइब्रेंट डेमोक्रेसी की ताकत है। मैं इंडिया मोबाइल कांग्रेस के लोगों, खासकर इसके युवा सदस्यों को आमंत्रित करता हूं कि वह इस दिशा में आए, आगे बढ़े। मैं आपके साथ हूं। आज एक ऐसे समय में जब हम विकसित भारत बनने की दिशा में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, थॉट लीडर्स के रूप में आगे बढ़ने का ये ट्रांजिशन पूरे सेक्टर में क्रांतिकारी परिवर्तन ला सकता है। और मुझे विश्वास है, और ये मेरा विश्वास आप लोगों की क्षमता के कारण है, मेरा विश्वास आपके सामर्थ्य पर है, आपकी क्षमता पर है, आपके समर्पण पर है। और इसलिए मैं कहता हूं कि ये हम कर सकते हैं, जरूर कर सकते हैं। फिर एक बार आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। और मैं देश के, दिल्ली के, अगल बगल के इलाके के नौजवानों से आग्रह करूंगा कि वो भारत मंडपम में आए और ये जो एग्जीबिशन लगा है, जिसकी टेक्नोलॉजी में रुचि है, टेक्नोलॉजी भविष्य में जीवन में कैसे नए नए क्षेत्रों को छूने वाली है, उसको समझने के लिए ये बहुत बड़ा अवसर है। मैं सबसे आग्रह करूंगा, मैं सरकार के सभी विभागों से भी आग्रह करूंगा कि उनकी जो टेक्नोलॉजी की टीम हो वो भी यहाँ आकर इन चीजों को देखे। फिर एक बार आप सबको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी। सभी को रिचार्ज करने का, रीइग्नाइट करने का, इंस्पायर करने का कि भारत विश्व का थॉट लीडर बने। और यहाँ पर युवा शक्ति पर आपका विश्वास, आपकी अंतर्दृष्टि, आपका मार्गदर्शन निस्संदेह सभी को डिजिटल दुनिया में नए क्षितिज तलाश।
All right, with that report, it's time for a quick commercial break here. Details of that and much more up on our website as well. That's indiatoday.in. News continues on the other side.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest. Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company. You are watching India Today, powered by Finest. Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company. From the rumbling Gaza frontline,
Israel is not backing off, not even an inch, not even for a minute.
to the first broadcast from the West Bank.
India Today is reporting from Palestine, from the West Bank, and the situation remains extremely tense.
From the exploding Israel-Hezbollah crossfire to the Viper's nest in Lebanon,
You can see tracers going. Continuous fire, continuous.
we report the Israel-Hamas war firsthand.
Israel is regularly bombarding South Lebanon.
India's most watched war reporters on India Today.
Air quality today. In Delhi, 274. In Mumbai, 149. In Kolkata, 93. In Bangalore, 31. In Chennai, 162. In Hyderabad, 85.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
Air quality today. In Delhi, 274. In Mumbai, 149. In Kolkata, 93. In Bangalore, 31. In Chennai, 162. In Hyderabad, 85.
All political parties traveling from different parts.
Armed with facts,
Looking at political black.
she takes the news by its horns.
Do you think the future of these students are not hampered?
Fierce, bold, and direct, setting the tone for the biggest. You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
And we have some news just coming in. Speeding SUV rams into a cop in Delhi. Car rams into the cop, topples barricades. Horrific accident has been caught on camera. The injured cop, we're being told, is right now hospitalized. Delhi police staff hit by SUV and thrown several feet up in the air. You can see in those pictures. CCTV cameras, in fact, have caught that horrific accident. The policeman has been injured. A Delhi police constable was posted at the police picket in Connaught Place, was hit hard by this SUV car. CCTV video of this accident has been caught on, in fact, camera. A Delhi police constable jumped several feet up in the air, admitted to the hospital is what we know. And is discharged also, is what we're hearing, thankfully, from the hospital after treatment was given. So it's been a narrow escape here for the policeman in Delhi. But the policeman in Delhi, as you see on your screens right now, was hit by an SUV and then was thrown up in the air several feet. However, he was admitted to the hospital and has now been discharged. This incident took place in the heart of Delhi city, that is Connaught Place. He was hit by an SUV car. This is the Delhi police constable. It was posted at the police picket point in Delhi's Connaught Place area. This entire incident, this accident has been caught on camera, as you can see on your screens right now, where a speeding SUV car rams into a Delhi cop, topples barricades. This horrific accident has been caught on camera. The cop in question, who you see on your screens, was injured and taken to the hospital. We've been given to understand he's doing okay now and has also been discharged. Essentially, it's been a narrow escape for this policeman who was hit by this SUV car and thrown several feet up in the air. A Delhi police constable was posted at the police picket in Connaught Place, Delhi, and was hit hard by this particular SUV. CCTV video of him being hit by this SUV car has now gone viral. Stubble burning picks up in Punjab and Haryana. Air quality in the national capital is worsening. Delhi's air quality index dipped into the poor category with an AQI of 249. In adjoining Noida, it was recorded at 225. In Gurugram at 252. That means poor AQI with higher health risk. Experts warn that situation is likely to worsen in November due to several factors. Primary cause of this worsening is the practice of stubble burning. This, coupled with the use of firecrackers during Diwali festival celebrations, significantly contributes to the worsening of air quality. The city's AQI is expected to escalate to very poor or even severe levels, causing health hazards, risk for its citizens, for residents live here. Authorities are implementing measures to mitigate pollution, but the challenge remains significant. Delhi government has launched its Red Light On, Gaadi Off campaign, encouraging commuters to switch off their engines when traffic signals turn red.
सोनीपत जिले में गन्नौर ब्लॉक में गांव गुमड़ में सचिन किसान के द्वारा बेलर के माध्यम से एक्स2 के तहत 600-650 एकड़ में बेल बनाई जा चुकी हैं और इससे फसल अवशेष का प्रबंधन बड़े अच्छे तरीके से किया जा रहा है। किसानों की जो आग जलाने की जो एक समस्या थी उसका समाधान किया जा रहा है और स्टॉप बेलर जो है हमने सोनीपत जिले में 50% व्यक्तिगत किसानों को सब्सिडी उपलब्ध करवाई है और CHC के तहत 80% तक जो है सब्सिडी हमने उपलब्ध करवाई।
Another surge in air pollution, but the blame game continues. Delhi government has blamed stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana for the pollution rise in the national capital every single year. Listen in.
अब दिल्ली के लोगों का क्या कसूर है? दिल्ली के लोग क्यों सफ़र करें? दिल्ली के लोगों ने मेहनत करके पूरे साल अपना पोल्यूशन कम किया है। हम लोगों ने 25% पूरा साल अपना पोल्यूशन कम किया है। वी हैव कम इन गुड, सेटिस्फैक्ट्री और मॉडरेट कैटेगरी। लेकिन इस दौरान आसपास पंजाब से और हरियाणा से जो पराली का धुआं आ रहा है, वो देख के ही पता चल रहा है कि ये पड़ोसी राज्यों से जो फसलें जल रही है उनका धुआं बहुत तेज़ी से दिल्ली के अंदर आ रहा है। पूरी दिल्ली जो है वो इस हवा से एक तरह से दम घोटू हवा है। कांग्रेस से अपील करना चाहता हूँ कि वो पंजाब सरकार से, अपनी पंजाब सरकार से कह के किसानों को सुविधाएं मुहैया कराए। कहीं ना कहीं कमी सरकारों की तरफ से नजर आ रही है।
Even the Delhi minister Atishi earlier used to blame Punjab and Haryana for the rise in pollution, but now she claims there is no report suggesting what is choking the national capital. Listen in.
रोड डस्ट से होता है, कोई कहता है व्हीकुलर पोल्यूशन से होता है, कोई कहता है पराली जलने से होता है, लेकिन कोई भी आधिकारिक डेटा मौजूद नहीं है जो ये बता पाता है कि कितना पोल्यूशन कौन से सोर्स से होता है। इससे समस्या क्या आती है? इससे समस्या ये आती है कि कोई भी पॉलिसी बनाई नहीं जा सकती इस पोल्यूशन को कम करने के लिए जब तक सरकार को पता ही नहीं है कि कौन सा पोल्यूशन का सोर्स कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहा है.
The report and much more on our website too. That's indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. News continues right here. Thanks for watching.
You are watching India Today. Powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company. You are watching India Today. Powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company.
High-frequency electromagnetic fields will interfere with the functioning of your heart. Simply put, it's your mobile phone which is interfering with the functioning of your heart, especially when you put it in the left pocket of your shirt and think it's going to do nothing. It's a myth. It will cause you problems. Take a look at this report.
Electronic gadgets make life very convenient and bring the world to our fingertips, with meals, clothes and vacations just a thought away. But did you know that at the same time, your device is secretly stealing from you the very life that it's making oh so easy? Yes, you heard that right. Your mobile phone may actually increase your susceptibility to cardiovascular diseases. High-frequency electromagnetic fields increase the risk of heart disease. These invisible waves impact your heart rate when you keep your mobile near your chest. The radiation from mobile phones increases free radicals, a reactive oxygen species which damage cells and also your DNA. It's been found that mobile phones, earpods and smartwatches are also the leading cause of headaches, numbness in thighs, dizziness and heaviness in the chest. We hope that the penny has dropped and not your phone. With Dhruv Yadav, Bureau Report for India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com. You are watching India Today. Powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company.
Welcome back. Now, Mark Zuckerberg's Meta is facing legal heat for having a bad impact on kids' mental health. Well, there have been claims that Meta features have led to anxiety in children. India has also expressed their firm stand on no free pass for social media apps. This comes after Meta was sued, in fact, by 33 states in the United States of America over allegations that they are, in fact, having features that get kids addicted to Instagram, for example. I filed this report earlier. Take a look. We won't have any of it. That is the word from the government of India on allegations of Meta and Instagram tweaking content to make their platforms addictive. India has said that free pass and immunity to social media platforms are over and strict accountability will be enforced.
Social media app can be used maturely or mindfully only after understanding these consequences. That means that there has to be a capping of age. Young children are more impressionable, and when they are looking at content repeatedly, it forms their opinions, it forms their ideologies, it forms their personality, and they get less and less choice in forming an ideology, because that is the only ideology that they are being exposed to.
This comes in the backdrop of a lawsuit against Meta, which also operates Facebook, by more than 40 US states, saying that Facebook, Instagram features are addictive and target kids. The complaint says Meta has repeatedly misled the public about the substantial dangers of its platforms and knowingly induced young children and teenagers into addictive and compulsive social media use. Research has shown that young people's use of Meta's social media platforms is associated with depression, anxiety, insomnia, interference with education and daily life, and many other negative outcomes.
Every time you complete a task, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine's main job and its main function is to regulate pleasure, motivation, reward, and memory. The social media platform is designed in a way that you are able to complete tasks within 30 seconds. 30 seconds of watching a video. Completion of watching a video is rewarding. It's also pleasurable, and it also motivates you to keep watching this video further and further. So these social media platforms are known for manipulating dopamine amongst people, and especially amongst children.
Mental health experts say that India's intent to not take this lightly is welcome.
We absolutely need some strict guidelines, some strict ways through which this manipulation, this mental health crisis can be controlled through social media. In the past also, our government has banned all of those apps, those games, those social media platforms which were very, very addictive in nature, and bringing in this kind of guidelines, bringing in this kind of restrictions is going to be only helpful for the well-being of students. So it is an important move.
Meta has been accused of intentionally designing its platforms to manipulate dopamine responses in its young users to maximize time spent on its platforms. In New Delhi, Sneha Mordani for India Today TV. With that, it's time for a quick break. Here on the other side as well, escalate strikes on Hamas. 3 top Hamas leaders have been eliminated. 7th of October attack, Hamas plotters have been killed. We're getting you that detailed report and much more up ahead on the show.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest. Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company. You are watching India Today, powered by Finest. Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 32 and minimum 19 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 31 and minimum 25 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 32 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 29 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 30 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 29 and minimum 18 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com. You are watching India Today, powered by Finest. Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company.
Israel eliminates 3 top Hamas terrorists. Remains of Hamas horror in Kibbutz Holon. Home after home riddled with bullets. Heart-wrenching report on Hamas terror.
It's terrifying. There's just a smell that hangs in these houses of soot, recently lived in, and just an indescribable smell of death and decay.
India today, meters away from Gaza. Israel-Hamas war.
Good afternoon. You're watching India Today. I'm Nabila Jamal. Day 21 of this war, and India Today continues its relentless coverage with our correspondents right at the epicenter on ground. Shiv Arur brings us all those exclusive reports. Let me start with the headlines first. Israel escalates strikes on Hamas terror pads. Top Hamas leader has been eliminated. October 7th attack. Hamas plotters eliminated. This is where Hamas carnage began. Israel village, 1,500 meters just away from the Gaza Strip. Home after home, all riddled with bullets. India Today's shattering report on the Hamas terror.
As we enter, yet another home, and there's just no light here because it's completely burnt. But this is a home like any other. This could be anybody's house.
U.S. forces attack 2 Iranian facilities in Syria, calls it self-defense. Strikes in eastern Syria. U.S. calls strikes in response to attacks on the United States. And dramatic U.S.-China dogfight on cameras. Chinese jet buzzes U.S. bomber jet. Chinese jet now comes within 10 feet of U.S. bomber, narrowly avoids collision. Pakistan violates ceasefire along border in Jammu and Kashmir's Arnia. 2 BSF personnel, 1 civilian injured in this Pakistan firing. Unprovoked firing by Pakistan yet again on BSF posts. Big development in Cash for Query row. Ethics panel to approach Ministry of External Affairs over Hira Nandani's letter. Mahua Moitra receives summons of the ethics panel. All right, let me take you through a quick roundup of all the top developments coming in on day 21 of this Israel-Hamas war. Israel's foreign ministry has released an animation showing unicorns to reassure parents that it will protect all children after the October 7th attacks by Hamas gunmen in southern Israel. Mother of 2 children taken as hostages by Hamas on October 7th marked her youngest son's 12th birthday in his absence on October 26th. A cycling event in Erez's honor took place to celebrate his and his father's love for cycling.
My Erez is just...
IDF infantry, armored and engineering forces have all entered Gaza last night, struck Hamas terrorists and targets, preparing for a larger operation to eliminate the terror organization that has murdered over 1,400 people, largely civilians, in Israel. And Israeli airstrikes hit a densely populated refugee camp in Gaza's southern city of Khan Yunis, leveling more than 8 homes, killing at least 15 people. Dozens of people picked their way across the remains of those buildings to pull the living and the dead from that wreckage there.
Meanwhile, demonstrators gathered on Wall Street in New York City to express solidarity with the Palestinian people in Gaza, carrying banners, signs and Palestinian flags. Protesters have shouted chants demanding justice for thousands of civilians dead and wounded amid this ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas. Now, India Today's Shiv Arur's reports, he reports on ground with this exclusive dispatch coming in from just barely 1,500 meters away from Gaza Strip in Kibbutz Holit, where Hamas carnage has all began. Home after home, you see walls riddled with bullet shots. This is a shattering report that emerges of this Hamas terror.
Here at the Kibbutz Holit, which is the closest commune to the Gaza Strip, 1,500 meters, I have to tell you this is maybe the fifth or the sixth kibbutz that I'm reporting from near the Gaza Strip. And it feels terribly, terribly voyeuristic walking into people's houses. I know I'm doing this as a part of reporting and for the world to see what happened, but it still feels very unsettling, very uncomfortable. Walking into people's broken homes, all of their personal belongings, on camera. It's a terrible feeling, and I understand the irony and, in some ways, the contradictions that I'm talking about. But I think this is an opportunity for the world to see, and that's why we've come here. India Today, remember, has been reporting on both sides of this terrible, terrible conflict, but as we enter, yet another home, and there's just no light here because it's completely burnt. But this is a home like any other. This could be anybody's house. Fridge completely gutted, pots and pans in the kitchen, completely normal house. Potatoes still in their basket. A coffee table with some fruit still in the fruit tray. A children's bedroom with the glass completely cracked. There are some people here from the Zaka group who are, actually helping to clean things up. These are volunteer workers who are helping clean things up so these families can move back in. You can see a bullet hole here through the glass as well. It's terrifying. There's just a smell that hangs in these houses of soot, recently lived in, and just an indescribable smell of death and decay. And if you look at pictures, there are even pictures here. I don't want to go too close to them because these are family pictures of people, and we've been told, please don't show any pictures of the families. We have to respect their privacy, so we're not going to be showing you anything close up. But just to tell you that this is a family home, a happy family. Pictures up on the wall, laughing children, parents hugging their newborns. It could be anybody's house. I think that's really what I'm trying to say. So this is a report that's going to be unforgettable for anyone who's been here, and it's truly terrifying. Inside one of the most damaged homes here at Kibbutz Holit. This is about 1.5 kilometers from the Gaza Strip, and it's absolute devastation everywhere you look. I'm starting here in one of the smallest bedrooms of the house. It's completely gutted. Just wait for a second. I'm going to show you because I'm going to walk into the living room. As you can see, everything is burnt. The walls are completely black. Everything covered in fire dust and soot. There are pictures here. There are burnt pages. There's just nothing left. Just remnants of a family. You can see some pictures on the bed. You can see some documents here. Obviously, the people here, we don't know if this particular family survived, but 10 people are said to have been butchered by Hamas terrorists on October the 7th here at this. This is one of the smallest kibbutzes in Israel. We don't know if any of the people here were taken hostages, but this is, like I said, just 1.5 kilometers from the Gaza Strip, so the terrorists would have made their way here very, very quickly. If you can just look all around, it's just complete and utter devastation. It's all completely burnt. A bookshelf there, a small religious text on what must have been some kind of a clothes horse, somebody's university degree leaning against the wall there. Everything's smashed up, burnt, mangled remains. This is, reporting this is strange because this has become a familiar sight. You've seen what has happened to kibbutzes across this part of Israel, through coverage over the last few days. Kitchen shelves. This is the kitchen of the house, all completely burnt. There are still pots and pans and tins and products inside the shelves. This was a family that was living here. The Israeli Defense Forces don't make any specific claims about whether this particular family is alive or dead. They're very sensitive about revealing any information, so we can only guess whether the family that lived in this particular house is actually alive. In fact, there's a picture of the family, and I just wanted to, maybe show it to you for a moment, because there it is. There are pictures. And that's really all that's left here. All that's left of, family life. People living a quiet life here, very close to the Gaza Strip. Just gone in a terrible black blaze. I'm going to continue to report from here. There's just an overwhelming smell of soot inside this house. The house just fading to black, and we don't know about the family. As I report 1,500 meters from the Gaza Strip, the big question continues to hover over this entire crisis. What next is Israel going to do? Can Israel do what it has done before? What compulsions will shape Israel's next actions? And as this continues, remember that the Hamas, in parts of the Gaza Strip right behind me, will be ready, will be more capable, will be better armed, and will perhaps have even recuperated. Each day that passes brings a new challenge for Israel. 1,500 meters from the Gaza Strip, as part of a very small group of journalists permitted access, as every other access point near Gaza has been shut off now. Shiv Arur for India Today.
All right, Shiv joins me live right from that war-torn zone. He's part of this coverage here for the last week, bringing us every update and the most accurate one. Shiv, you were very close to Gaza at the Kibbutz Holit area, which was one of the first areas and communities that came under severe attack by Hamas on October 7th. And the images that you sent to us is a huge reminder on the atrocities that were unleashed by Hamas. What's the status of this operation now that Israel is stepping up against Hamas towards Gaza Strip?
We were told that while I was reporting from Kibbutz Holit yesterday, about 1,500 meters from the Gaza Strip, that was around precisely the time when 3 battalion commanders of the Hamas were being eliminated in airstrikes. The status of the campaign is becoming a little problematic, isn't it? Because 21 days later, 3 weeks into this, into Israel's response to the October 7th terror massacre, the Hamas continues, like I said, to be able to brandish some kind of offensive power and still be able to hurt Israel. People are getting injured every day in rocket attacks. But where is the other leadership? We do know that as far as operations on the ground, you've got the airstrikes. Those are happening. Everyone knows about that. There are special forces, assassination squads, death squads of the Israel Defense Forces who have fanned out inside, of the Gazan territories. Very, very, very much like how it has been dramatized, in the famous show Fauda. They're inside those territories, picking out targets, assassinating them. And those pieces of information will also come out. These are dangerous operations to conduct. But as we have been consistently reporting and been proven right, the ground operation of the kind that most people have in their minds, a kind of blitzkrieg, armada of tanks rolling across the border into Gaza, it is unlikely that will happen soon or at all, because Israel realizes that the matrix of challenges and threats is vastly different this time. They're dealing with a trigger escalation point where any invasion of Gaza will become a larger regional conflict. Iran, perhaps other Arab, some other Arab countries will also get involved. Iran is not an Arab country, of course, and it would become a larger West Asian crisis, which Israel cannot afford at this time, and the US is putting a huge amount of pressure on Israel not to ensure that does not happen. So the number of dangerously big moving parts in this entire crisis are hinged on just what Israel will do next. And let's never forget that all of this is contingent on what happens with those 224 hostages. Let's never lose sight of the fact that everything is the hostage crisis is the fulcrum that is swinging every single thing that goes forward from now.
All right. Now, clearly, there's no end to sight. Shiv, do stay with us. We have a bunch of reports that have come in from that area where Israel-Hamas wars strikes continue even on day 21. Just yesterday, Israel announced Gaza invasion, deferment, but surgical strikes that will continue in the besieged area. IDF conducted targeted raids in Gaza Strip, struck dozens of terror targets belonging to Hamas terrorist organizations. Israeli ground forces, accompanied by the IDF fighter jets and UAVs, conducted an additional targeted raid in central Gaza Strip area. In fact, Israel's offensive came after its army released videos showing Hamas's savagery. And in the video, Hamas terrorists can be seen clearly targeting civilians. Hamas rocket hit residential buildings as well, as families managed to escape that massive rocket attack. Mounting this offensive, Israel has killed Hamas's deputy head of intelligence. Battalion command and combat support commanders in the latest airstrikes have all been killed of this terror group, Hamas. Meanwhile, in fact, Shiv Arur himself, reporting from Tel Aviv, has captured how Hamas has been pounding Israel non-stop. In this report, you could see very clearly that Israel is facing a barrage of missile strikes that have been intercepted by the Iron Dome.
Rocket siren here in Tel Aviv, Israel's biggest city. So we just jumped out of our car. There isn't a shelter that's nearby.
You see, this is from...
Yeah.
It's
This is an Iron Dome interception that's happened right here in Tel Aviv. It's like just, maybe about 500 meters from us, our location right above us. That's an interception. Okay, another explosion. And maybe a couple more right above us. That's Iron Dome in action, what you're looking at right now. I can count 3 or 4 rockets that have just been intercepted. There you go. One more wisp of smoke right there. And another one there, as you can see. That's the Iron Dome in action there. And there as well. This is Israel's biggest city, and this means that the Hamas is still firing its rockets at maximum range. From Gaza to Tel Aviv is a good 60 to 70 kilometers. So these are the rockets being fired at absolutely maximum range right now. The thud that you just heard was the Tamir missile from the Iron Dome system intercepting and smashing those rockets. About 3 I've counted. I've heard 3 explosions, so maybe 3 rockets have been intercepted. Not clear if any others have made an impact. That siren is stopped. It looks like the alert has passed now. Iron Dome right here in Tel Aviv.
All right, Shiv continues to stay with us. Shiv, as we see that Israel has released footage of Hamas rockets targeting civilian buildings there. Right, you were caught in one of those rocket attacks yourself. Hamas is not backing down clearly, and this hellfire visibly continues.
Indeed, most of those rockets are targeted at civilian areas, and the fact that the Hamas continues to have the capability to fire rockets, and not just small range rockets, but long range rockets, is perhaps one of the most alarming things. I'm here in Tel Aviv, which is a good 80 to 90 kilometers away from the Gaza Strip. There were 2 rocket attacks yesterday, including one late last night, while I was in my hotel. I met a journalist who had come down from Haifa, which is the northernmost city of Israel. There were some rocket alerts there as well, and the Iron Dome had got activated, which means that these are no longer just the Al-Qassam rockets that are being used. The Hamas is using the Iranian rockets, which are much more capable, much more advanced, and appear to be beyond the range of Israeli airstrikes. So this is definitely alarming. I can tell you that after a week in Israel, rocket alerts, rushing to bunkers has become second nature. So you can imagine what it's like for common Israelis to, they just hear the siren and they dash into their bunkers and rocket shelters, which are there everywhere. I can see one from where I am as well, very close by. So the rocket threat continues to be there every single day. And there's an app that you download over here called Zofar, which gives you, live updates and alarm flashes on rocket sirens, etc. And that app is pinging the whole day here in Israel. Every like 5 minutes, there's a rocket siren going off somewhere in Israel, if not the place where you're at. When we were in Holit yesterday, there was a rocket alert while we were there. We saw 3 interceptions right above our head. So this is alarming. If after 21 days of airstrikes and bombing, Hamas is able to maintain that rocket capability, it says something about how they've managed to protect their offensive power in the face of a relentless airborne campaign against them. So, like someone was saying, this is not some ragtag terrorist outfit that Israel is dealing with. This is practically a quasi-military that's able to defend while continuing to attack.
All right, and even as Israel prepares for this ground invasion, you have the Prime Minister Netanyahu, who talks tough, says we need to crush Hamas. Benjamin Netanyahu says crush Hamas and then the border communities will return. People must have confidence to return, but first, Hamas must be crushed before confidence is restored. We showed you reports of how civilians living along the borders on both sides. Of course, the devastation in Gaza right now is mounting, and it's massive. It's heartbreaking to see casualties only pile up there. And even on the Israeli side, what Hamas did along the entire southern part of Israel, where Shivarur brought us those live images to show the kind of massacre Hamas had unleashed on residential homes, that people have fled from those areas, all along the border areas. Here is Netanyahu, who says that if and when Hamas is crushed, you will have communities who will finally gain confidence to come back. Listen in.
אנחנו צריכים לרסק את החמאס כדי שאנשים יהיה להם את הביטחון לחזור, אבל בשלב הסופי אנחנו נוכל גם לבנות ולהרחיב ולעשות את החבר הזה מאוד פורח ובטוח. אנחנו צריכים לרסק את החמאס כדי שאנשים יהיה להם את הביטחון לחזור, אבל בשלב הסופי אנחנו נוכל גם לבנות ולהרחיב ולעשות את החבר הזה מאוד פורח ובטוח.
All right, let me cut across to Aam Aadmi Party's protests that they've launched in Delhi against the BJP, the centre, accusing the centre of misusing central agencies to target AAP leaders. Here are the images of Aam Aadmi Party leaders who come out in protest. They've launched this protest. It was planned. Scheduled protest has now been carried out by the AAP workers as they march towards the BJP headquarters. AAP stages this protest against the BJP, the centre, accusing that the BJP has used central agencies, or rather misused them, to frame Aam Aadmi Party leaders. The Aam Aadmi Party protest right outside BJP headquarters has just begun. Those are the visuals, live images that we're bringing for you. The protest against the arrest of its Rajya Sabha member Sanjay Singh by the ED in alleged Delhi's liquor policy case is in the recent just in the last few weeks, the reason to why these protests have been organized. In fact, apart from Sanjay Singh, there are two other top leaders who are still in prison. Manish Sisodia, their Delhi's deputy chief minister at that point, and here you have Sanjay Singh. Leaders from the Aam Aadmi Party who've been arrested. AAP says this is vendetta and the BJP is misusing central agencies to frame Aam Aadmi Party leaders. These are allegations that are made by Aam Aadmi Party netas who are now out in the streets carrying this protest all the way to the BJP headquarters. Sanjay Singh was arrested after raids at his Delhi residence that followed hours of questioning concerning a money laundering case that was linked to the Delhi excise policy scandal. In fact, the arrest clearly triggered this huge political firestorm with Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, Aam Aadmi Party Supremo, who says that it's the Prime Minister Narendra Modi who's using central agencies to try and frame falsely with allegations against AAP leaders because they're threatened. These are words of Aam Aadmi Party netas. Amit Bharadwaj, who's right on the spot, brings us those live images. Amit, over to you. Bring us some voices. Amit, if you can hear me, go on. Amit Bharadwaj connection there. But these are images, live images coming in of Aam Aadmi Party protests that they had scheduled to carry out against the BJP. In fact, their protests are against the centre, accusing the centre of framing Aam Aadmi Party netas in false cases, according to them, false cases that has been framed against their netas because they are threatened. The BJP is threatened with the growth of the Aam Aadmi Party, and therefore they're using central agencies like ED, IT, CBI to target their netas. In the latest, it was Sanjay Singh who was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in a money laundering case. While the investigation continues, you have AAP netas hitting the streets with slogans, shouting slogans, holding placards, and marching towards the BJP headquarters in New Delhi. Well, the Aam Aadmi Party has launched this protest, and in fact, in many parts of the country, AAP netas have pledged their protest against the recent arrest of MP Sanjay Singh. This is what was really triggered this huge march where AAP netas have gathered in large numbers as they march towards the BJP headquarters. They call Sanjay Singh's arrest.
Confrontation between the Aam Aadmi Party workers and the Delhi police and para forces on Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg. These are visuals coming live from Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg, where the AAP protesters, specifically from Uttar Pradesh, have come in big numbers, and this particular protest is expected to get intense because remember, the AAP workers from different districts of Uttar Pradesh have come to the national capital, and they are hell-bent in breaking these barricades in order to march towards the to the BJP headquarters. The AAP MLAs are, leading the protest, and all these workers are hell-bent on breaking the barricades and to move towards the BJP headquarters on the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg, and the confrontation between the Delhi police para forces as well as the AAP workers. So visuals of this sort, protests have been happening for quite some months now, but this is an unusual situation where you can see aggressive AAP workers, are hell-bent on breaking the barricades. Their only agenda today looks like that they want to march towards the BJP headquarters, and in that attempt, in the earlier protests, there used to be a coordination, a single point where AAP workers would try to break the barricades, but today the situation has changed. What is happening is that every now and then these AAP workers are moving to different ends, and attempts are being made to break the barricades, and continuously Delhi police is asking the AAP workers to maintain calm. Even to how the AAP workers, AAP MLAs are being stopped. Kuldeep,
ये पुलिस की गुंडागर्दी देखो, ये पुलिस की गुंडागर्दी देखो, हमें मारते हैं, डंडे बरसाते हैं, बीजेपी वालों को गले लगाते हैं, ईडी और सीबीआई के माध्यम से देश रोकना चाहते हैं।
Kuldeep Kumar of Aam Aadmi Party accusing that they are being manhandled by the police, but clearly Delhi police is asking them to maintain calm.
संजय सिंह को रिहा करो,
आंदोलन सिर्फ संजय सिंह के लिए हो रहा है, बाकी जो नेता आपके जिनके ऊपर
लोकतंत्र की जिस तरीके से मोदी सरकार हत्या करने में लगी हुई है, हम उसके खिलाफ हैं। संजय सिंह की रिहाई के खिलाफ हैं। उनकी गिरफ्तारी जो हुई है असंवैधानिक तरीके से हुई है, हम उसके खिलाफ हैं।
यूपी से अलग अलग
जी यूपी से मैं गाजियाबाद से आया हूँ, मैं प्रदेश उपाध्यक्ष हूँ यूपी में यूथ विंग का, और ऐसे बहुत सारे कार्यकर्ता हैं जो कानपुर से आए, अयोध्या से लोग आए हैं यहाँ पर देने के लिए तैयार है।
AAP cadres from different parts of the Uttar Pradesh have assembled here, and that is why the protest looks even more aggressive today. Because in the past we had seen Karyakartas from Delhi NCR specifically would participate in this particular protest against the arrest of Manish Sisodia or Sanjay Singh. But now because the workers from across different districts of Uttar Pradesh have assembled here, they are in a different mood clearly. They are not ready to accommodate to the request of the Delhi police, and they have a single agenda in order to break these barricades and march towards the BJP headquarters. And that is why the police have made adequate arrangements. On the other side you could see as to how AAP MLA Kuldeep Kumar is on barricades. Right behind him are the water cannons which has been placed right there in order to control and stop these AAP workers. And let's cut across to visuals of confrontation between the Delhi police and the AAP Karyakartas, AAP workers on the other side as well. So right there, every time what is happening here on Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg is that these AAP workers are attempting to head towards the barricades, and after that they are being brought down by the para forces, by Delhi police. Even the women Karyakartas who have come from different parts of the national capital and UP, they are also have a single agenda, is that of reaching the BJP headquarters. They are saying that it is the BJP which is using these central agencies against Aam Aadmi Party leaders, and now this time around they are not going to listen to. Right there you can see another attempt of mounting the barricades. Drones are being used by Delhi police to keep an eye on the entire development that is unfolding because of the Aam Aadmi Party protest on Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg. Now the Sanjay Singh will be brought to Rouse Avenue Court later today, maybe around 2 p.m. Sanjay Singh is in judicial custody in the excise policy case, in which Manish Sisodia is already arrested for several months now. And what Aam Aadmi Party is hoping that on one side Manish Sisodia could get bail from the Supreme Court. That would bring a sug of relief for Aam Aadmi Party. On the other side, the strategy to continue protest on the streets that is being implemented because they don't want to give a message that Aam Aadmi Party has gotten afraid of the kind of the action which is being done by the central agencies in the excise policy case or the other cases. And that is why a show of strength of sorts by AAP workers today, and all these workers are using different tactics in order to break the barricades. Different ends of the barricades are being targeted by AAP workers, and many of these protesters have also used creative methods and ways in order to send across the message. But every poster that you will see has Sanjay Singh's name on it. आप लोग सब संजय सिंह की रिहाई की मांग के लिए यहाँ आए हैं?
जी हाँ।
कहाँ से आई हैं आप?
हम जालौन जनपद से आए हैं।
जालौन से यहाँ आई हैं। यूपी से यहाँ तक आने की क्या जरूरत पड़ रही है?
नहीं है, जो मोदी गवर्नमेंट की तानाशाहियत है उनके खिलाफ कोई सबूत नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है। वो हमारे ईमानदार नेता है, ऐसे ही इनकी तानाशाहियत जबरदस्ती गिरफ्तारी ले लेंगे क्या? गिरफ्तारी से पहले
लेकिन ये सवाल पूछा जाएगा, क्या दिल्ली में कार्यकर्ताओं में इतनी एकजुटता नहीं थी, ताकत नहीं थी कि यूपी से कार्यकर्ताओं को लाना पड़ा?
संजय सिंह जी हमारे यूपी के प्रभारी हैं, यूपी देखते हैं, यूपी में उन्होंने उनके बहुत फैन है, तो आएंगे ही। दिल्ली के भी कार्यकर्ता है।
कितना स्फूर्त आ रहे हैं आप लोग? खुद से आ रहे हैं?
खुद से आ रहे हैं हम लोग अपने, तो उनके फैन तो पूरी ऑल ओवर
बीजेपी मुख्यालय की तरफ बताना चाह रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल उनको ये बताना चाहते हैं कि ईमानदार नेता को आपने अरेस्ट किया है। संजय सिंह एक शेर हैं और शेर की तरह डटे हुए ईमानदार नेता हैं। उनके पास कोई सबूत नहीं, उन्होंने जबरदस्ती रखा हुआ है।
लेकिन कोर्ट में मामला है, जुडिशियल कस्टडी कोर्ट दे रही है उनकी।
तो कोर्ट पे मामला है, सबूत कुछ भी नहीं है, फिर क्यों रोक रखा है? ये सिर्फ मोदी की तानाशाही है। हम बनारस से आए हुए हैं, सारा यूपी यहाँ पे इकट्ठा हुआ है और हम लोग पूरा एकजुट, पूरी ताकत लगाएंगे। कोई उनके पास सबूत नहीं हो, वो केजरीवाल से डर गए हैं।
So Jalon, UP, Ayodhya, clearly Ghaziabad, different districts and different parts of Uttar Pradesh, but all these are AAP workers who have gathered here in big numbers and a clear message that they want to approach the BJP headquarters. And right there, now Aam Aadmi Party MLAs along with AAP workers are staging a sit-in dharna of sorts right in front of the barricades. First attempts were made in order to break those barricades, and now a sit-in dharna of sorts being carried out.
Well, there you have heavy protests that have been launched by the Aam Aadmi Party netas. They call this arrest of MP Sanjay Singh as unconstitutional and illegal. The party has said that it will, in fact, launch this statewide or countrywide protests against the BJP. They'll go village to village in states like Uttar Pradesh to tell people about the harassment of the BJP, the opposition in Delhi, ideally, by the agencies like ED, IT, etc., all forced by the BJP only to frame them in false charges. These are threats that the Aam Aadmi Party leaders make as they launch this mega march towards the BJP headquarters. Amit Bhardwaj stays with us, bringing us all the live images. I'm going to, on this note, slip into a short break. We'll be right back. Do stay with us.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
Get ready for an immersive journey into the heart of news, politics and insights that matter. Join India Today now on WhatsApp with the #1 election team as we gear up for the upcoming assembly elections. Scan the QR code now.
Join India Today now on WhatsApp. Follow these steps. Open WhatsApp on your phone. Check for a new updates tab. Select Find Channel and type India Today. After finding the channel, tap the Follow button.
Air quality today. In Delhi, 274. In Mumbai, 149. In Kolkata, 93. In Bangalore, 31. In Chennai, 162. In Hyderabad, 85.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company.
Jenin, a small city north of the West Bank, contains a teeming refugee camp that shelters more than 24,000 people. Most of the inhabitants of Jenin refugee camp are descendants of Palestinians dispossessed when Israel was created in 1948. Most are impoverished and unemployed. Jenin produced many of the suicide bombers who spearheaded the Intifada or uprising against Israel. The city witnessed some of the worst bloodshed during the Second Intifada, which began after the collapse of US-backed peace talks in 2000. In 2002, the army besieged the camp for more than a month amid fierce fighting that killed 52 Palestinians and 23 Israeli soldiers. 2 decades on, amid the escalating war with Hamas in the Gaza Strip, Israel says the Jenin camp is still a hub for planning and preparing of terror attacks. Tel Aviv claims the Jenin refugee camp is a safe haven for fighters funded by Hamas. Al-Ansar Mosque, bombed by Israeli Defense Forces, is one such hideout, according to Tel Aviv. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, Aam Aadmi Party now claims that farm fires have been curbed in Punjab as pollution levels rise along the national capital and areas like Punjab, Haryana. AAP says stubble burning in Punjab specifically has been brought down drastically. Distribution of crop residue machinery, basically a mechanism that they've adopted to bring down pollution levels. They've strictly adhered to the NGT guidelines. AAP says they've provided equitable compensation as well. Now, stubble burning was one of the crucial reasons to pollution levels peaking in the national capital. All that smoke, smog, almost flowing in towards the national capital from Punjab, and rampant stubble burning. Even though farmers were fined against it, it seemed like it was a task to control them. Now, AAP claims that they have drastically controlled stubble burning in Punjab. They've brought it down to a large level. They say they've distributed crop residue machinery and have been asked to strictly adhere to NGT guidelines. They've been provided, farmers have been provided with equitable compensation. Now, this, of course, comes in the backdrop of pollution levels soaring in the national capital. Delhi's air quality index has dipped into the poor category with AQI of 249. In adjoining area of Noida, it's recorded as 225, again in the poor category. In Gurugram, the air quality index today was at 252, again in the poor category. In fact, health risks, according to the air quality index, are high when the meters touch the poor category, and all these areas along the NCR region are showing poor. As stubble burning continues in parts of Punjab and Haryana, air quality in the national capital certainly has worsened. Authorities are implementing measures now to mitigate pollution levels, but the challenges clearly remain significant. Experts warn that situation is likely to worsen along the November months due to several factors. In fact, the primary reason of this deterioration is clearly the practice of stubble burning, which Aam Aadmi Party claims that it is controlled in Punjab. This coupled with firecrackers all during the month of Diwali, the month of November, basically, festivities there, celebrations, significantly contributing to pollution levels in the national capital. The city's AQI is now expected to escalate to the very poor category or even severe levels in the following months.
डीपीसीसी ने अपनी हाल ही में एनवायरनमेंट डिपार्टमेंट को जो रिपोर्ट सौंपी है उसमें बताया गया है कि पिछले 2 साल से चल रहे इन टावरों में इतने समय में 100 मीटर के दायरे में पोल्यूटेड मैटर से महज 10 से 13% की ही कमी आई है। कनॉट प्लेस का जो टावर है वो 2021 में शुरू हुआ था, लगभग उसकी कीमत 22 करोड़ के आसपास थी। वहीं आनंद विहार पे बना ये जो स्मोक टावर है इसकी भी कीमत लगभग 22 से 24 करोड़ रुपए के आसपास की लगाई गई थी। लेकिन डीपीसीसी ने एनवायरनमेंट जो डिपार्टमेंट है उनको जो रिपोर्ट सौंपी है उसमें ये कहा गया है कि ये जो स्मोक टावर है वो आसपास की एरिया की हवा को उतनी ज्यादा बड़ी तादाद में प्यूरिफायर नहीं करते हैं, जिसके कारण इनको पूरी तरीके से बंद जो है वो कर देना चाहिए। इन पूरे इलाकों में जो व्यवस्थाएं की गई थी स्मोक टावर के जरिए ये दावा किया गया था कि इससे पोल्यूशन जो है वो कम होगा, लेकिन वो फिलहाल कम होता हुआ नजर नहीं आ रहा है।
जैसे अब जो डेटा आ रहा है वो डेटा ये कह रहा है कि दिल्ली के अंदर जो AQI है उसमें PM10 की मात्रा कम हो रही है और PM2.5 की मात्रा बढ़ रही है। इसका मतलब ये है कि अब गाड़ियों का और जो बायोमास बर्निंग है उसका जो प्रदूषण है उसकी मात्रा जो है बढ़ रही है। इसको देखते हुए अब कल से जो है दिल्ली के अंदर रेड लाइट ऑन गाड़ी ऑफ कैंपेन शुरू किया गया है। केंद्र में भाजपा की सरकार, उत्तर प्रदेश में भाजपा के साथ, हरियाणा में भाजपा के, चारों तरफ से तो भाजपा की सरकार है दिल्ली के चारों तरफ। दिल्ली के अंदर हम दिल्ली की जिम्मेदारी को समझते हैं, इसीलिए दिल्ली में CNG की बस चलती है, डीजल की बस नहीं चलती। लेकिन हरियाणा यूपी में अभी भी डीजल की बस चलती है। आज तक भाजपा वाले डीजल की बस नहीं हटा पाए।
पिछले 2 हफ्ते में करीब आप सन की ब्राइटनेस देखिए, सनराइज होता है तो आधी हो गई है एंड दैट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ पॉल्यूशन। तो अभी इतना ब्रीदिंग में फील नहीं हो रहा है लेकिन पॉल्यूशन बढ़ गया है।
ग्रैप पॉलिसी है जो लाते हैं, अगर ये सिस्टमेटिकली पूरे ईयर फॉलो करें तो यूज़ हैं। हर एरिया में कंस्ट्रक्शंस चल ही रहे हैं, पर्दा लगा के कर रहे हैं, उन पे आपने क्या एक्शन लिया? वो कोई नहीं है। जब से पॉलिसी फेलियर्स है, नथिंग एल्स।
Now, Delhi is yet again in the grips of severe pollution. Year after year, it strikes with unmissable regularity. But what seems to change here is the stance of the government. In Delhi, it appears that if 3 years ago the Delhi government were very sure of the source of air pollution, today it says they're unsure as to what really or where is the origin of the pollution, what's causing this intense pollution in the state.
अब दिल्ली के लोगों का क्या कसूर है? दिल्ली के लोग क्यों सफ़र करें? दिल्ली के लोगों ने मेहनत करके पूरे साल अपना पोल्यूशन कम किया है। हम लोगों ने 25% पूरा साल अपना पोल्यूशन कम किया है। वी हैव कम इन गुड, सेटिस्फैक्ट्री और मॉडरेट कैटेगरी। लेकिन इस दौरान आसपास पंजाब से और हरियाणा से जो पराली का धुआं आ रहा है वो देख के ही पता चल रहा है कि ये पड़ोसी राज्यों से जो फसलें जल रही है उनका धुआं बहुत तेज़ी से दिल्ली के अंदर आ रहा है। पूरी दिल्ली जो है वो इस हवा से एक तरह से दम घोटू हवा है। कांग्रेस से अपील करना चाहता हूं कि वो पंजाब सरकार से कह के किसानों को सुविधाएं मुहैया कराए। कहीं ना कहीं कमी सरकारों की तरफ से नज़र आ रही है।
रोड डस्ट से होता है, कोई कहता है व्हीकुलर पोल्यूशन से होता है, कोई कहता है पराली जलने से होता है, लेकिन कोई भी आधिकारिक डेटा मौजूद नहीं है जो ये बता पाता है कि कितना पोल्यूशन कौन से सोर्स से होता है। इससे समस्या क्या आती है? इससे समस्या ये आती है कि कोई भी पॉलिसी बनाई नहीं जा सकती इस पोल्यूशन को कम करने के लिए जब तक सरकार को पता ही नहीं है कि कौन सा पोल्यूशन का सोर्स कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहा है।
All right, let's now cut across to the cash for query case that continues to unravel involving TMC MP Mahua Moitra. She has now received summons from the ethics panel for a probe into it. Ethics panel, meanwhile, has already said it will be writing to the MHA to authenticate Darshan Hiranandani's sworn affidavit as his statement. The parliamentary panel, which held the first meeting on the cash for query charge, issued summons to the Trinamool MP to appear before it on October 31st at 11 a.m. After Mahua Moitra's deposition, in fact, the committee could proceed forward to recommend its action in the matter to the Lok Sabha Speaker on what he wants to decide on a reaction from the Parliament if at all she is held guilty. As per sources, the Ethics Committee of the Lok Sabha is also likely to approach the Home Ministry to furnish some details of Mahua's foreign trips in the last 5 years. Remember, Mahua Moitra has been accused of sharing her parliamentary login credentials, her ID, her password with businessman Darshan Hiranandani for him to post questions directly on that portal, of course now raising questions on national security and a threat.
विषय की गंभीरता को देखते हुए कमेटी ने तय किया है कि महुआ मित्रा को 31 तारीख को बुलाया जा रहा है, वो आए और अपने बचाव में अपने पक्ष में जो कहना तो कहें। साथ ही साथ कमेटी ने भी निर्णय लिया है, इसमें आईटी मंत्रालय और गृह मंत्रालय को चिट्ठी भेज के उनका विवरण भी उपलब्ध कराने का निर्देश कमेटी के द्वारा दिया गया।
महुआ मित्रा के दोस्त थे जय, जिन्होंने खुद ही एडमिट कर लिया या उन्होंने अपनी लड़ाई में आकर ये सारे भेद खोल दिए। और उसके बाद एक बहुत बड़ा व्यापारिक घराना है जिसपे एलिगेशन लगाए थे, उसने आके एफिडेविट देकर मान लिया कि इस तरह से इसकी आईडी जो हमारी तरफ से यूज की गई थी और इसके पोस्ट हमने इसके सवाल पोस्ट किए थे। हमने अब तक सुना नहीं कि किसी ने भी इस तरह से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोस्ट पर बैठकर एक आप सांसद होकर और आप उसको गिरवी डाल दो, बेचने का काम करो कि आपका जो दिल करता करो। आप पैसों के लिए अपनी सांसद की आईडी और अपना सांसद का जमीर बेचेंगे तो फिर कार्रवाई तो आपके ऊपर होगी।
Now, Pakistan has yet again provoked India along the international borders. According to Border Security Force, Pakistan initiated an unprovoked firing on Indian posts along the international borders in Arnia sector of Jammu and Kashmir last night. In fact, the Indian troops retaliated befittingly to the attack. Pakistani Rangers fired mortar shells towards the Indian side in Arnia sector. In fact, one BSF personnel was injured in this firing and shelling. His condition is said to be stable. Firing has stopped for now after the Indian troops retaliated.
Pakistan resorted to, heavy shelling last night. BSF gave a befitting reply to Pakistani Rangers, and there are reports that Pakistan has suffered heavy damage. But I will just once again show you the pictures of this house. The mortar shell that was fired by Pakistan, that mortar shell landed exactly at this place, and you can see the wall has totally been broken because of the intensity of the blast. The kitchen has been damaged. The refrigerator has been damaged, and you can see the windows have been damaged. So one can just understand the kind of situation the people must have faced here at that point of time. People are still terrified, and they are saying that the ceasefire agreement that was in place should be adhered to. It should be maintained by Pakistan, but unfortunately we are surrounded by a rogue neighbor, and Pakistan can never be trusted. It has always backstabbed India. Although in 2021, Pakistan once again said that it will maintain peace and tranquility along the international border, and it will not target the innocent civilians and the villages. But unfortunately, once again, Pakistan has resorted to heavy shelling, and non-combatants are being targeted, villagers are being targeted.
श्यामलाल जी, कल रात को यहाँ 8 बजे के बाद से फायरिंग शुरू, क्या मतलब काफी यहाँ पर भयावह स्थिति होगी?
बहुत ज़्यादा बहुत फायरिंग होने के बाद हमारे गांव में ये गोला 3 नंबर अपना तीसरा नंबर पड़ा हुआ, हमारे गांव में दाहिने बाएं बहुत फायर हुआ है।
अच्छा, कोई नागरिक जख्मी भी हुआ है?
नहीं, नागरिक कोई जख्मी नहीं हुआ है। भगवान की दया से जय है कि नागरिक कोई जख्मी नहीं हुआ।
आप जब ये हमला कल हुआ, जब पाकिस्तान की तरफ से गोलाबारी हुई, आप घर के अंदर ही थे?
जी बिल्कुल।
तो अचानक से यहाँ गोला, बताइए क्या हुआ?
जी सर, कोई तब किचन में खाना बना रहे थे, उसके 10-15 मिनट के बाद फायरिंग स्टार्ट हो गई है। तो पहला जो शेल है जहाँ पे आके गिरा मकान के अंदर ही, कुछ 8:30 बजे के करीब हैवी मोटर शेलिंग हुई है। तो
किसी को चोट तो नहीं आई आपके परिवार में?
कैजुअलिटी तो कोई नहीं हुई, बचा भी रहा है, लेकिन मकान का जो नुकसान हुआ है,
मकान का नुकसान होगा। और फिर आप कहीं दूसरे इलाके में चले?
वहाँ भी एक साइड में शेल्टर ले लिया,
अंदर ही चले गए?
जी जी।
तो काफी खौफ में हो गए होंगे सभी परिवार?
सारे सहमे हुए थे लोग।
अच्छा
जी।
तो कल रात से फिर खाना भी नहीं खाया होगा?
नहीं, जो खाना बना ही रहे थे, जब फायरिंग स्टार्ट हुई।
तो फिर यहाँ पर कोई लोग आए, प्रशासन के लोग आए?
अभी तक कोई नहीं आया हुआ है।
अभी तक कोई नहीं आया?
नहीं, बिल्कुल।
All right, slipping into a short break. Coming up on the other side, home after home, they're riddled with bullet shots. Images surfacing as Shivarur, India Today's correspondent who is right at the epicenter on ground, bringing us those images of this war on day 21. Do stay tuned.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 32 and minimum 19 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 31 and minimum 25 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 32 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 29 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 30 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 29 and minimum 18 degrees.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 32 and minimum 19 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 31 and minimum 25 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 32 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 29 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 30 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 29 and minimum 18 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com. You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
Israel eliminates 3 top Hamas terrorists. Remains of Hamas horror in Kibbutz Holon. Home after home riddled with bullets. Heart-wrenching report on Hamas terror.
It's terrifying. There's just a smell that hangs in these houses of soot, recently lived in, and just an indescribable smell of death and decay.
India today, meters away from Gaza. Israel-Hamas war.
Thanks for watching India Today. I'm Nabila Jamal, and those are our exclusive ground reports. Shiv Arur brings us a lot more on the Israel-Hamas war on day 21. Let me start with the headlines first. Israel escalates its airstrikes on Hamas terror pads. Top Hamas leader eliminated. October 7th attacks. Hamas plotters eliminated. This is where Hamas carnage began. Israel village, which is about 1,500 meters away from Gaza. Home after home, all riddled with bullet shots. India Today Shiv Arur brings us this dispatch, reminding us of the Hamas massacre.
As we enter, yet another home, and there's just no light here because it's completely burnt. But this is a home like any other. This could be anybody's house.
U.S. forces attack 2 Iranian facilities in Syria, calls it self-defense strikes in eastern Syria. U.S. calls strikes in response to U.S. attacks. Dramatic U.S.-China dogfight caught on cameras. Chinese jet buzzes, U.S. bomber jet. A Chinese jet that comes within 10 feet of U.S. bomber narrowly avoids a collision. Pakistan violates ceasefire along border in Jammu and Kashmir's Arnia. 2 BSF personnel and 1 civilian has been injured in Pakistan firing. Unprovoked firing by Pakistan on BSF posts in Arnia. And big development in Cash for Query Rao. Ethics panel to approach MEA over Hiranandani's letter. Mahua Moitra receives summons by the ethics panel. All right, big news coming in from the state of Assam. Himanta Biswa Sarma government bans second marriage in the state. Assam now bans second marriage for government employees, no polygamy for Assam government employees. Ruling now as Assam cracks a whip on second marriage. Himanta says will enforce a ban on polygamy in the state. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on state government circular pertaining to restrictions on more than one marriage for government employees in the state says this rule was there even earlier, but we didn't enforce it. Now we have decided to enforce it.
This is a old circular. A Assam government employee, from the point of view of our service rule, he is not entitled to enter into a second marriage. However, if some religion allow you to enter into a second marriage, even then, from the conduct rule, you have to seek permission from the state government. Now, state government might give you, may not give you. So, we often get cases where after the death of the employee, both the wives fight for the pension. We find it very difficult to settle those disputes. Today also many widows are deprived of their pension because of conflicting claims. So this rule was there earlier. We did not enforce it. Now we have decided to enforce it.
All right, I'm cutting across to our correspondent Anupam Mishra joining us on the phone line. Anupam, go on. He says that there was a ruling already. It's now enforced no polygamy, basically no second marriage. But can we equate polygamy to second marriage? Those who want to have a divorce and remarry again, is that allowed? Or is second marriage banned altogether?
Actually, Nabila, this new order is in line of the policies adopted by Himanta Biswa Sarma on polygamy. And you know that Himanta Biswa Sarma is already prepared to enact law to prevent polygamy in the state. So this new order is in the same line, and it prohibits government employees to have a second marriage. And you know that in some religions there's no ban on second marriage or third marriage. Polygamy is allowed, but according to this new notice, this second marriage is prohibited by the Assam government. And Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying that this rule is not new, and it is hereby reiterated that as per the provisions of Rule 26 of the Assam Civil Services Rules 1965, no government shall employee or servant who has a wife living shall contract another marriage without first obtaining the permission of the government. So, if some government employee wants to have a second marriage, he has to take permission of the government. So, this is the new law, and this is in line of the policies adopted by Himanta Biswa Sarma on polygamy.
Well, quite an absurd ruling if you really look closely here. Why is this only for government employees? Himanta Biswa Sarma says no polygamy, will not allow second marriage in the state. Sparked quite a controversy around this. Let me cut across to what he said yet again.
This is a old circular. A Assam government employee, from the point of view of our service rule, he is not entitled to enter into a second marriage. However, if some religion allow you to enter into a second marriage, even then, from the conduct rule, you have to seek permission from the state government. Now, state government might give you, may not give you. So, we often get cases where after the death of the employee, both the wives fight for the pension. We find it very difficult to settle those disputes. Today also many widows are deprived of their pension because of conflicting claims. So this rule was there earlier. We did not enforce it. Now we have decided to enforce it.
All right, Anupam still is with us. Anupam, is this ruling also for women employees? Can they get married for the second time? How does this really work? And why is it only for government employees?
Actually, what Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying, that this is not a new rule. This rule was there, but it is being enacted right now at present. And earlier, this rule was also there in the service book of the government employees, but they have not enacted it. They have not forcefully prohibited this, or they have not enacted that rule. But right at present, the government of Assam is trying to enact that old rule, and that is why he is saying that. And the problem the government is facing with the second marriage or third marriage is the settlement of pensions, and that is the technical difficulty which government is facing, and that is the main reason behind enacting this old rule. This is what Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying, and I suppose it also applies to women employees of the government.
All right, so let's get it clear. One can divorce and remarry, or can't have two wives at the same time?
It is still not clear. We will have to see the exact thing. What has been, what is being the order, and what are the subsequent things about the order. Because the order says very little about the possibilities of divorce and marriage. And there's one thing also. They have said that if a government employee wants to have a second marriage, he has to take opinion or permission of the government. So it is not entirely prohibited. I think if someone wants to get married, second marriage, So he has to take permission of the government. So that option is there for the persons or the government employees who want to do second marriage.
Well, thanks very much, Anupam, for joining us on that. We're going to see how the state responds to this. Himanta Biswa Sarma says this is a bid to crack down on polygamy, which some religions promote. And now for government employees, a clear direction: second marriage not allowed. If you want to marry for the second time, you've got to take government consultation. All right, now crackdown on tiger claw pendants in Karnataka. A Kannada celebrity is currently under scanner as sandalwood actors in trouble for sporting a red or a tiger claw, and he's been arrested. In fact, there was a check done. He was part of a reality series on TV, and while they found that he was wearing a tiger claw, he was moved out. He was in fact dismissed from that reality show. And then, as per investigation, it was found that this is indeed a tiger claw. He's now been arrested. Sagai joining us more on that. Sagai, tell us, the Kannada celebrity who was part of Big Boss reality show, we believe, he was spotted with that tiger claw. Forest officials raised this and flagged this off. After investigation, it's found to be illegal and he's now been arrested.
Yeah, absolutely. If you notice that Vattu Santosh, who was one of the contestants at the Big Boss show in Karnataka, was being detained by the forest officials after the chain which he had worn, it's been allegedly was of a tiger claw pendant, and the officials have detained him and immediately confiscated that particular chain, and it was also sent to the lab, and it has also been proved that it was the original tiger claw pendant which he was been using. And according to his relatives, it was been purchased from Hosur, which is in Karnataka-Tamil Nadu border, and he's been wearing from a long time. Now, after this particular incident, there were several other celebrities' photos which has been come on social media, demanding that equal action should be taken and law is equal for all.
Well, what we see here is a tiger pendant. It was spotted while he was on that Big Boss show. Who flagged it off, Sagai? How did this become a real issue?
He was a contestant in the Big Boss show, and that particular photo of him had gone viral on social media, where he was wearing that particular chain in the show. And following that, the forest official reached out at the Big Boss show, which was happening in Bengaluru, and they have detained him and questioned him. And if you notice, Nabila, subsequently, there are several other photos, including actor Darshan, actor Jaggesh, and who is also Rajya Sabha MP, and a few other Swamijis and actors' photos has also surfaced, where it shows that these people were wearing a tiger claw pendant. And in fact, even former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy's son, Nikhil Kumaraswamy, photo also went viral on the same, where they have given a clarification. And so far, the forest officials have claimed that except Vattu Santosh, no other people are wearing the original tiger claw pendant. And in fact, if you notice, Rajya Sabha MP, BJP MP and actor Jaggesh, in an open interview to a television, has categorically said that he was wearing a tiger claw pendant which was being gifted by his mother. Even that particular issue is under investigation, and police have already confiscated that, and that has also been sent for verification in a lab.
Okay, so actor Darshan's also caught in this scandal. It appears that there's a lot of questions raised on him sporting a tiger claw, and that action must be taken against him as well. It all started with one celebrity, mini celebrity, and now you have several top stars, including Darshan, in the dock. Now, while that's said, you have BJP wading into this controversy, saying that now, in that case, also raid mosques for peacock feathers too. Siddaramaiah government dismisses BJP's demand. Priyanka Kharge says peacock feathers are not illegal. In fact, this is the BJP who slams the Congress government in Karnataka, saying that the tiger, in relation to the tiger claw controversy, you have the BJP saying even in mosques there are peacock feathers that are placed. Siddaramaiah government must take action on this, while Priyanka Kharge responds that peacock feathers are not illegal. Well, let me cut across to Sagai Raji. Is Sagai equating a tiger claw to a peacock feather? BJP is bringing in a communal angle in this, with this regard, in this controversy. Tell us more on what they really mean. Is a tiger claw a religious symbol?
See, if you notice that not tiger claw, but there are a lot of Swamijis who were being arrested by the forest officials who had the skin of a tiger, which was being used during some kind of celebration. And this tiger claw pendant is seen to be quite tradition when it comes to Hindu culture. So if you notice, BJP MLA Arvind Vellad has targeted Karnataka government, saying that Karnataka Congress government is targeting Hindus, and if they have to try to do that, why don't they take equal action against peacock feathers which has been used in dargahs and mosque? Countering that, Priyank Kharge has given a clarification that it doesn't come under Wildlife Act. It has been exempted. The feathers has been used irrespective of religion, even it is being used by Hindus. And he has said that it is exception, but still, for communal reasons, BJP is spreading hatred even in this particular issue.
All right, so guys, stay with us. I'm going to cut across to Arvind Vellad, who is a BJP MLA in the state, has spoken on this controversy around tiger claws. BJP reacting, saying also raid mosques that have peacock feathers.
Historically, they are being used. And there is a belief that by using tiger nail, one gets the right kind of vibrations, and that there is some kind of belief. So that's why some people use, historically, they use the original tiger nails. Nowadays, present day, people use plastic nails, which look like tiger nails, and wear them for fashion purpose. And Karnataka government, under the leadership of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, is targeting these kind of our native beliefs and Hindu beliefs. So I would like to ask Mr. Siddaramaiah if they have lodged a police complaint on a Rajya Sabha MP on this issue, on the tiger nail issue. Why are they sitting quiet on all the peacock feathers which are being used in all the dargahs and all the masjid? Mr. Siddaramaiah has a habit of visiting these dargahs regularly. He goes and takes the blessings through those peacock feathers. Can't you see? The peacock is also our national, peacock is our national bird, and using the peacock feather is a crime. It is against the law. I urge government, I urge Mr. Siddaramaiah to raid each and every dargah, each and every masjid, and lodge complaint against all those people who are keeping those peacock feathers. They cannot pick and choose Hindu beliefs. If at all they are so particular about implementing that law, they should go ahead and implement and lodge complaint against all those Maulvis, all those dargah people, and all those masjid people.
So, so one could ask.
Well, that's the BJP equating a tiger claw with a peacock feather that on many levels could shed naturally. A tiger animal that's declared as almost endangered animal in a country like ours. Tiger nail, to own one is certainly illegal, but a communal spin that it takes in a state of Karnataka. We're going to continue tracking